Would you recommend the program, and why? If
Yeah,
you would, or why wouldn't you?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I would recommend it. Yeah, because it changes. It literally changes your identity. Like it changes how you move. It changes your habits. I developed amazing
Mm.
habits too. 100%. I would recommend the program. I already know if I was doing this myself, that I would have never gotten abs.
Guys, this guy is one of my VIP clients. He just finished the program, so I'm gonna get him on here to ask him some questions. I'm kind of pumped up because I'm gonna put up the before and afters on the screen as you guys will see. So let me just go ahead and start asking you some questions, bro. Like, obviously, they're gonna see the before and after. I'm gonna put it on here, but apart from physically, how has your mindset changed since finishing the program? Like, how has your mindset shifted?
It's shifted towards definitely a guy who has more boundaries, more confidence, um, like just a man who could just make better decisions overall in other areas of my life,
Oh,
100%. And it's crazy because for me, I kind of already had an idea of like what counting macros are, how to train. I've been in the gym for years, but I've just been plateaued. And a lot of it was because of my mindset, right? It was myself who that would hold me back a lot.
mm.
So yeah, I just needed something to get to the next level, and not only physically, but mentally, it did get me to the next level as well.
What were you struggling with before the program that made you kind of like want to join?
I guess I didn't really know exactly what I was struggling with, bro, because I, like I said, I plateaued, right? So I was already kind of like big in size, and I didn't know whether to cut, to lean bulk more. So I guess that's something I was struggling with. Definitely direction and knowing how to cut. Like I just didn't know if I wanted to go that route to cut, what exactly it is I need to do. Right. Like I already knew there's information out there, we can all look up online, eat in a caloric deficit,
Mm-hmm.
do cardio, but what does that actually look like? What do
Mm.
the adjustments actually look like? So, and coming across your videos, your channel, you would always mention how, yeah, if you're gonna keep, do you want to keep looking the same in the gym? Because clearly, what we're trying now isn't working. Right,
Mm-hmm.
what we were trying before wasn't working, and that's the situation that I was in, given that I plateaued. So, um, yeah, definitely, I knew that getting an expert would fast track me getting to that the body that I want. I already know if I was doing this myself, that I would have never gotten abs. 100%.
Never,
It
bro.
wasn't for you, bro. Yeah,
Never.
100%. Yeah.
And I have some guys that come to me. Some guys are going through breakups. Some guys they want to be a good example for their family, bro. But like in you in particular, like what was it that motivated you to want to get yourself right?
The biggest thing for me, I guess, the biggest motivation factor was to not look the same no more, because I was at that point where like there was no change in my physique, right? So
Mm.
I wanted to get that change.
And like, bro, like the investment that you paid, right? Because obviously, yeah, it's not free, and some people they spend their money wherever they so choose, right? Do you feel like it was worth it, bro?
Yeah, I think it was worth it 100%. This is
Yeah.
this is yeah, definitely for the physique, for the information, for the community, right? For the mental building.
Mm.
Yeah, like it's quality. It's a quality program. Of course, it's not gonna be nothing cheap, right? The cheap stuff doesn't work. The cheap stuff keeps you the same. Actually, before
Yeah.
you, I bought in. I don't want to say like call out
Okay.
anybody's name, right? But I bought in other programs, and they were like cheaper monthly subscription type thing. And yeah, why I lacked because I lacked the accountability, right? I lacked or that didn't have the one-on-one coaching support
Mm.
that your program offers.
Yeah.
So that's huge. A lot of it is mental, and you can't really get that through something cheap where you're just
Facts.
following a plan, right? Because you have to change this.
Yeah.
You
But
initially just start working with someone with a coach, right?
I have people that come up to me be like, "Yo, I got my macros from ChatGPT and my training program from ChatGPT. All right, let me see what you look like. Yeah, you're still fat. What's going on? You have the information. And by the way, don't get your information from ChatGPT when it comes to macros because he makes errors. I've seen it time and time again, but that's a whole another conversation. So it's like the mindset is huge. And if you're not exposed to someone who has that mindset, and if you don't know what it takes, you're never gonna be able to step into that mindset and actually get it done, bro. Let me ask you, bro. Would you recommend a program, and why? If
Yeah.
you would, or why wouldn't you?
100%. Yeah. 100%. I would recommend it. Yeah. Because it changes, it literally changes your identity. Like it changes how you move. It changes your habits. I developed amazing
Mm,
habits too. 100% I would recommend the program. I would recommend it to someone who is plateaued or someone who just kind of wants to make a transformation the right way, the effective way. Right. Um, yeah, 100% recommend the program.
dope. I didn't fucking pay him to tell him for him to say that, guy. So just
Yeah,
saying,
no,
because that's
yeah,
why I
no, put
said
that
why or why
on
not.
Bible, hand on Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is legit. Like I recommend anybody watching this video to definitely hop on a call with Huncho, let him diagnose you, let him, prescribe you a plan, and you're gonna get the body that you want if you follow through with it. All you gotta do is just put in the inputs, follow the plan.
Hmm.
Huncho has a high success rate, but a lot of people who don't get to the body they want is because of themselves quitting. Like
Hmm.
there's no scam. I don't understand why that word is even being thrown around.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is in your comments or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, and
Or
you know,
like
it's
in your
funny.
DMs.
Like
Yeah.
one of my best clients that I'm gonna have on here probably next week. You guys are gonna meet him. His name is Gio. That's one of the first questions he asked me when he got on a call with me. He said, "Oh, bro, I'm from Chicago. How do I know this shit not a scam? Motherfuckers out here be scamming people." So like, that's a very common thing nowadays. And it's like, bro, look, you can either take a chance on yourself to become the person that you want to be, or you can stay exactly where you're at for the rest of your life because nothing has been changing. And if nothing changes, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
You know, what do you
Yeah.
think holds people back, bro, from becoming the person they want to be, getting the body that they want, achieving their goals? Like, speak to them, bro. I'll let you take over now. Like, what do you feel like really holds people back, and what would you say to them?
That it's definitely themselves. Like for me, I used to always be like counting macros. I don't understand how people can track and insert like their what they're eating, their macros for every meal, like every day, or like being able to wake up super early to hit the gym for work on a consistent basis. Now I do that, and it's crazy because like before November when I joined the program, I was like, oh no, like I would never have been able to do that. Even though I was like, yeah, I know it takes discipline, but when was that gonna happen? Right? When was I gonna become that man to be able to do that stuff, to act that way?
Mm,
So it was definitely myself. It's all mental. Like it's insane how that is. I used to underestimate that a lot, the mental aspect.
it's definitely themselves and their mindset, bro. You know,
Yeah.
when you get fed up with this shit of living an average life, of not making progress, of not being the person you want to be, of being average or feeling mediocre, that's when you're getting called to take action and not stay where you're at and do something about it. So don't just sit on the fence and fucking watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Reach out, whether that's me or someone else, bro. Because at the end of the day, I just want people's lives to change, bro. That's
Yeah.
it. Whether I help you do that, phenomenal. Because I'm guaranteeing you that I will help you do that. But whether that's with someone else, great too. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to realize what they're actually capable of, bro. And now you're aware of a process that you can actually implement yourself later down the road when you're gonna get lean again, you know?
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. And I
Exactly.
think that's like one of the valuable things is like you have a system that you know exactly how to get lean and how to get ripped now.
Yeah. Exactly. And now I know what a fat loss phase looks like. So, and now I know my body too, how it works, right? How's it gonna react to specific foods, to
Hmm.
specific calories. So now I know in the future, just in case if I ever need to do another fat loss phase, I can implement too moving forward. So now moving forward, yeah, I'll be able to, it'll be like a better process for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, great program
Dope.
overall. Highly recommend. And hand on
Dope.
Bible, not paying me to say this. Like this is genuine, straight from the heart. It's an amazing program. Been in the program since November, so a long time now.
Oh yeah.
Long
Oh
time.
yeah. So there you guys have it, man. That's Noah, man, one of my OG clients. He's become a personal friend at this point, but we're gonna how do I say that? We're gonna induct them into the Certified Huncho Hall of Fame, bro. So there you go. You got your picture on the wall. So yeah, bro. That was the
Oh
interview.
yeah.
Um Yeah, man. That's it. I don't know if you want to add anything to that or say anything to the people watching, bro.
Yeah, I would just say if there's, I guess the only thing I can say is like if there's, you're conscious, if there's a little voice in your head telling you like, oh, maybe I should, speak with Huncho, get more info, see what it's about. If you're actually trying to, make a change in your physique, you might have another voice telling you like, nah, like like you mentioned, there's fear, but just listen to that voice that's telling you to make that jump, and I promise you, it'll be worth it. You're gonna get over that fear. You're gonna look back and you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm hella glad I went through the program.
Fire, bro. Dope. So yeah, man. Guys, that was a video. Southpaw Huncho. Check it out. Peace.